Welcome back to the Tactical Series, Episode 1, Part 5. This is Runes versus Epics. This is just a summary of what's been going on so far. So what I want to show here is basically the team synergies and comparing the two teams. So starting off with Yorick, Yorick's big thing as far as the undead goes, he has 30% defense for all of his undead allies. Great thing to have for undead. We don't have that with our other team. The rest of his buffs here, not really that important as far as the team goes. Let's move on here. We have, sorry, I accidentally clicked on Cobalt. I'm sure people have experienced that before. Alright, so Brom, as far as passives, his heal on Killing Blow is it. He doesn't have anything else that benefits the team. So swapping out Brom for someone else on the team doesn't really impact much. So Brom is in the team is important for Brom, but Brom's not important to the actual team. So that's kind of how that goes. And the same thing kind of goes with SuKe. What does SuKe bring to an undead team? He really doesn't do much other than just kind of be there. He doesn't have anything that benefits the team. So the team is beneficial to SuKe, but SuKe is not beneficial to the team, which is why we're able to swap those guys out pretty much any time because they don't play a role in the larger part. Zom obviously is the superstar of the undead team. He's got a couple of things, the increased health. So between Zom and Yorick, we have health and defense. And then he also has the healing evolved as well. So Zom is actually the way to go here. So one of the reasons why the undead team is so amazing is the effects that Yorick and Zom bring to the team. Plus Yorick with his epic, he's going to do those heal undead. Let's look at our alt team then and see what they bring to the table. We have increased health for water allies. We didn't have any water allies on our team. This Care for the Sick is actually a great new thing that she brought in. That serves sort of what Zom's skill was, but that's the only thing that she actually brings to the team there since we didn't have any other water allies. Anybody that has gotten on the Krex train will know that Krex doesn't really have much. He's similar to SuKe. He's just kind of there. Krex's major thing is he's heavily in supportive of the Gorgons. You can see I had some issues with scrolling again here. The device was not cooperating with me, but if you wanted to see my Black Diamond, obviously she was there for you. But yeah, Krex, his main passives are to aid and support Gorgons. So if we look at his skills here, we have Revenge on Gorgon, not important. Venom, important, but doesn't help the team. Can't be frozen, doesn't matter. Cleanse a debuff, kind of nice to have, but also, again, doesn't really affect the team. So he's just kind of there. Like I said, he's just a substitute for SuKe. And then we've already seen Zom in the previous one, so we're going to switch to Kozar. Kozar's not one that I'm overly familiar with, so I know he has some goblin stuff on here, but we don't have any goblin allies. Purge on basic attack, that's nice. Dwarves wasn't important. No ogres or goblin allies, so that didn't benefit the team. And we didn't really boost his max experience at all either. So again, he didn't really bring anything to the team. So the only person that actually brought anything to the actual team was Yasmin with the 10% heal per round. So we're not looking at a ton of synergy. So if you play around with some team compositions, obviously you can build some better synergies than what I actually had. So let's take a look at the actual stats in terms of how this actually fared out here. Because that's what everyone's curious about, is which is more important, epics or runes. And that's what we're trying to uncover with this entire series. So first up is going to be the Runed Undead team. That's my primary undead team for boss mode. So they had a hero power of 28,454, and they ran the dungeon in auto run in 3 minutes 45 seconds. The basic alt team, which was rune really only on Zom, had a hero power of 17,575, so over 10,000 less, took 9 minutes to complete. When we runed it up, the hero power actually does not change that much. Hero power on the runed goes only up to 19,400, so only 2,000 increase, but it did drop our completion down to 6 minutes. And then lastly, using the Naked Undead team, they still had a staggering hero power of 25,013, but their runtime was 8 minutes. So the runtime was actually longer than our Rune team with the alternate team. So where does that leave us in the grand scheme of things? You're going to have to make your own conclusions, obviously, but in my opinion, it seems to be that runes are indeed more important than epics at this point. So you get to farming those materials, and you're going to be well on your way for beating any of the boss mode dungeons. So hopefully this was an enlightening series for you. I plan to do more tactical series in the future. I'm looking for ideas for more content. Like I said, I wasn't planning on starting this series for another couple of weeks yet because I didn't have other content. I wanted to finish up my beginner series as well as my boss mode series. So if you have any suggestions on team compositions or things you'd like to see, or just little nuances like this that you'd like to see tested, feel free to let me know in the comments or via direct message, and I'll gladly do some testing for you and post them for everyone to see. Until then, feel free to like and subscribe, share my videos, do whatever you got to do, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.